movies that people consider terrible that I actually like and I actually think they're good. So starting in at number 5, King Kong Lives is actually a pretty good movie. Now, is there anything bad about King Kong Lives? Well, it came out 10 years after the 1976 remake. It came out in 1986. However, I guess for 10 years, King Kong was in a coma. Yeah, that's part of why people didn't like it. But I'll say this, I love that movie. Growing up in the early 2000s, yes, that's when I first seen it. Or I could have saw it in the 90s. I saw it in the 90s, I think. I think it was the 90s, yeah. I mean, people generally hate that movie because they said, oh, it was terrible. It was terrible. Not to me, I actually liked it, you know? So if you guys could take the time, watch King Kong Lives, that comes in at number 5. Number 4. Okay, The Killer Shroods are number 4. The Killer Shroods is a good movie. Is it terrible? No. I mean, you could tell it's dogs in costumes. That's what I love about the movie.
I had to listen to Mega cry for the first time since I knew him, and I had enough. I knocked on his door, asked him if he was alright.
So The Killer Shroods is a good movie. Is it terrible? No. But you gotta also understand and agree that it was made in the 50s. That's why the effects aren't good. That's why, and I believe it's directed by the same guy who directed the giant Gila monster, I believe. Ray Kellogg, I think was his name. Yeah, oh yeah, he's probably long gone now. Yeah, he's probably already gone now. But anyways, yeah, The Killer Shroods make the list at number 4. It's not a terrible movie. It's not bad. It's one of those movies that either you hate it or you love it. I love the movie. Number 3. Yeah, Godzilla Revenge comes in at number 3. I actually love this movie. A lot of people seem to hate this movie and call it the worst Godzilla movie ever made. Yeah. To me, it's not the worst Godzilla movie ever made. You also got to remember this movie was made for children. Remember that. And yes, people said, oh, it's terrible. To you, it's terrible. To me, it's not. Yes, to people, Godzilla's Revenge could be considered terrible. I love the damn film.
It started showing Lilith snidely telling Mega that Nick belonged to her and that she was going to do her best to make Nick hate Mega, so they would never.
So yeah, Godzilla's Revenge comes in at number 3. And what I liked about it is that it has a little boy in it who hardly has any friends except for one girl. And he goes to Monster Island to see Minya, who is Godzilla's son. Now, if you want to say this, the Japanese version is better, because when it was released here, it was, I believe, cut down to 61 minutes. I believe. The movie is actually 69 minutes long. Now, on the other hand, Godzilla's Revenge is a good movie, in my opinion. I liked it. It's one of those Godzilla movies that is okay, you know. I actually love the movie. I don't hate it. And you can say, well, it's probably because you're a Godzilla fan. No, a lot of other Godzilla fans generally hate this movie. I don't. Number 2. The Wasp Woman. The Wasp Woman, on the other hand, is considered a movie that is garbage. Really? Let's not forget they have that dreadful remake. Yeah. That remake, I did not like the remake of the Wasp Woman, because they have her having sex with men and then killing them. That's something a fucking Black Widow does. They should have called that movie The Black Widow. Well, probably because there was already a movie called Black Widow that came out, I believe, in the 70s or early 80s. I forgot when that came out. So that's probably why they just decided, you know what, let's just do it a remake as The Wasp Woman, you know.
forgot who had voted for Grey, and that they
No, the remake of The Wasp Woman I didn't like. However, the original Wasp Woman, I love this movie. There's two different versions. There's one that's longer, and there's one that's shorter. The one I seen the one that was shorter, then I seen the one that was longer, and I was like, wait, there's scenes in this movie that was not even in the other one. What the hell? I guess they do that sometimes. They like make one that's like shorter for some reason. I don't know why, but I haven't seen the other one that had like a lot of scenes missing. Because, you know, sometimes when you get those DVDs that has like 50 movies on it, you have a version that is like shorter. I also seen a version of House on Haunted Hill that was shorter. Sorry about that.
Suddenly, Thursday evenings were out too. He tried Tuesday, but because it was so early in the week, no one could come. Craig was bummed, but was still too good-natured to realize Jamie was intentionally sabotaging him.
As I was saying, The Wasp Woman is not a terrible movie. It's a good movie. The Wasp Woman makes his way at number 2. Don't let The Wasp Woman be hated on. If you like old horror movies like I do, The Wasp Woman's for you. And number 1 is... Yeah. Now, as I was saying, yes, number 1 is Plan 9 from Outer Space. Plan 9 from Outer Space is actually a pretty good movie. It was called the worst movie ever made. I mean, it was on that list with a couple other Ed Wood movies on that the 50 worst movies ever made. Fucking really? Are you kidding me? I seen that movie and it's not even fucking terrible. On the other hand, oh god, the movie, you see, Bela Lugosi is in the movie. He is. He died during filming. He died at his house in his sleep of a heart attack. So they used an extra of him. I think it was Ed Wood's wife or somebody that had a cape over their face, like that, to hide that it wasn't Bela Lugosi, because, you know, sadly he passed away. The movie came out, I think, 3 years after Bela Lugosi had died, I believe. So yeah. So basically, this was the last movie he did, unless you count that movie Lock Up Your Daughters, which is believed to be lost now. But all that was just use of stock footage, and that's it. But on the other hand, is Plan 9 from Outer Space terrible? No. Is it dumb? No. I actually like Plan 9 from Outer Space. If you haven't seen Plan 9 from Outer Space, you should definitely watch it. You should put it on the list of a movie that you love it or you hate it. Me, I love it. It's one of my favorites. You may not like it, you may like it, you may not like it, you may hate it, but you know what I mean, right? Okay. But on the other hand, if I can make a top 10 list of my favorite movies from the 50s, this will be either number 4, number 3, or number 2. Well, yeah. I mean, after all, it's my list. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the movie's not terrible. Plan 9 from Outer Space, yes, you could tell everything's fake. And what the hell were the other 8 plans, you know? Oh god, I can just imagine. Can you imagine if they made a movie called Plan 1, Plan 2, Plan 3, Plan 4, Plan 5, Plan 6, Plan 7, Plan 8, and they were all sequels, well, I'm sorry, not sequels, all prequels to Plan 9 from Outer Space? That would be hilarious. But Plan 9 from Outer Space is not a terrible movie. It's a good movie. I like it. People can hate it. People can say, the worst movie ever made. Are you sure about that? Because it's not the worst movie ever made. I like it. And if you don't like it, okay. But that's fine. Everybody has their own opinion on things. You know? Everybody has their own opinions. If you don't like it, okay. If you hate it, okay. That's fine. You can hate it. I can love it. I love it. You hate it? Okay. My name is William. What's your name? Also, in the comment section, tell me what movie on this list do you like? And I will say this, Plan 9 from Outer Space, not a terrible movie. Is it good? Yes. Is it stupid? No. Is it dumb? No. There's a lot of other movies from the 50s that are considered terrible and dumb. But I will say this, Plan 9 from Outer Space, mwah, perfect. To me, comes in at number 1. One of my personal favorites. Bye guys. Remember to like and subscribe and get notified. Thank you.